in Ngozi, Northern Light Shopping Center. You want more than just a nice cut? Good conversation, good vibe, good music. Come see me at 3512 Cleveland Avenue.
But the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic. Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink. 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 Drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body.
Move.
Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Oh, it's going to be pain this morning. Man, I don't know what's going on. My machine saying I'm dropping 34.7% of my frames. So this means that something is sucking up my internet. And I don't know what it is. I mean, Cleve been down here playing games before while I've been streaming, and he does it in the evening while I'm streaming. So I don't understand what's going on at this particular time that my internet is just dragging. Shit is dropping. I'm not buffering, but frames are dropping. I'm dropping 34% of my frames. So that means out of every what? Did you turn off your computer? What you mean turn off my computer? Huh? Did you turn it off all the way? What you mean turn it off all the way? You talking about reset my computer? Yeah. Well, it's too late now. Yeah. We already streaming, but
Once you close it. Your computer was all night.
It was on all night.
Oh yeah, it was. Well, if you leave it on, the slower it goes. So I like to turn it off every once in a while.
Oh. So who was on my computer? Because I came down here and somebody had been on Bing. Uh-huh. Okay. Don't matter what Bing is. It's something that ain't supposed to be on my computer. How about that? All right, fam, it's Real Life here, Gianni Journey. And the title of today's show is Space and Time. Space and time. I talk about it often. I can't take it. I can't take it, family. Hold on. I'll be right back. Instagram, I'm out. I'll be right back.
Like sorority grease, I be the greatest killer of all time. These must I get about to leave him KO on couch longer than Rip Van Winkle. With a flash, furious tongue that clashes clay like Cassius Hinkle. I land on them seas like abandoned islands, sending out SOS, some old shit you ain't heard before. Leave the fifth mark, you're soft as Birdman. I hit homers and run like OJ, spilling a Bronco on the highway. Boy, you lying MCs sure are dandy, so I cross-pollinate to make you daffy lying pussy. Willowing in a field of crabgrass ass rappers, tell them to run, oh my god. Here comes Kid Law. Go tell your mama.
Yo, this is Quasi Low in the Cap City, and you are listening to Gianni Journey.
This is Adin Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Giami Journey Radio.
Yeah. Y'all already know who it is. It's Mr. Mythic.
Yeah, these niggas sick, man. Why these like?
You think about a quick question too. It
Go
can
ahead.
be on the record, off the record. It can be on the record. I heard Bob Johnson said he's talking to the higher powers, I guess the government, about our reparations. And I guess the numbers that they come up with were about 3. Name is Saul here in Ngozi, Northern Light Shopping Center. You want more than just a nice cut? Good conversation, good vibe, good music. Come see me at 3512 Cleveland Avenue.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is...
All right, fam, let's take it from the top. We're going to take it from the top. Better yet, we already did Drink Your Water. We already did the Drink Your Water song. So we ain't going to do it again. We're not going to do it again. So let's go. I got to go and find a window to put up. All right, cool. Let's put up Baba's window real quick. All right, because I can't do no commentary from the other window. Hey, family, shouts out to Elder Margarita. Listen, shouts out to Sister Janice Riley. I see you out there. Listen, family, space and time is the subject today, space and time, right? We have people that are trying to take our space and time, but the most dangerous individuals for us are people who trying to give away our space and time. Yep, we got agents on the inside trying to give away our space and time. And we got to start looking for them, right? Actually, we ain't got to start looking for them. They're bold with it. They boldly do what nobody else would do. See, because any other group will consider some of the actions that some of these individuals take as treasonous. And you know how other people deal with treason. We know how other people deal with treason, right? But you know, we're not a state. We don't look at ourselves as a total group. But let me tell you, let me just cue you in on something. You commit treason against the United States, and you dead. They will kill you. And I'm talking about legally. They can legally kill you. Certain countries, they still behead motherfuckers for treason. Just letting y'all know. So we got people out here giving away our children, giving away our ancestors space and time. Stuff that they fought for, right? That they turned over to us. And so now we got individuals who are benefiting from us losing our space and time. And their job is to make sure that all of us feel like it's okay that we lose our space and time. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's safe. All these other people that we're giving away our space and time to will look out for us. Family. The chances of some of these groups out here that we're allowing to take some of our space and time, the chances of them looking out for us are slim to none. Slim to none. We're giving away parts of our, it's crazy already because it's almost like we're living on reservations already. Because a majority of us live in places that we don't own. With people running the corners that don't look like us. When I say corners, I'm talking about the stores. The necessities that you need. We got to go to them. Somebody gave that space away. Somebody made it possible for outside people to come in and take over that shit. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the hustle. But I am mad about the fact that if we was try to set up and do stuff like this in other people's space and time, you know what happened to our store? You know what might happen to the people inside the store? And we can see this happening all over the country. I mean, not only all over the country, all over the world. When I went to Ghana, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you had different groups running different shit, and they weren't Ghanaians. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying, this is not a phenomenon that is just limited to here. We have individuals in supposed places of power that are giving away our inheritance, whittling it down so that each generation that is passed forward to the next generation, it gets weaker and weaker and weaker. But what people don't understand is that when a group's space and time disappears, so do they. So do they. For a long time, we've been fighting to try to regain our space and time. This is why black folks started rebelling when Elizabeth Taylor started playing Cleopatra. You're like, no, that shit ain't true. And we start going through history and we start fighting to grab our intellectual space and time. And we started grabbing our physical space and time. But now we got individuals in places of power that have started the reverse. Which is kind of why we're in the situation we're in right now. Because some people was like, oh, hell no. And some other people was like, oh, hell no. And then even some allies is like, oh, hell no. I agree with them until we step on their toes. It's all cool. Listen, it's all cool. But family, I want you to understand, anybody that's out there protesting with us or for us or however it's going down, we always got to remember there is some type of payment that is going to be taken or given. Nothing in this universe is free. Nothing. And I know that might be uncomfortable for some of y'all to hear, but nothing in this universe is free. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. I see you out there, my brother. How are you doing? Are you ready for DigiFest? Speaking of DigiFest, did I mention DigiFest? I mentioned DigiFest. Hold on. Let me go and get the right screen up here so that I can go and let y'all know. Because I don't know if I told y'all about DigiFest. So let me go on over here and make sure that y'all know about DigiFest. All right, DigiFest. Let me see if we can find it. It's up here somewhere. I think I told him about DigiFest, Brother Kwame. I'm not sure. Let me see. Yeah. All right, let's go and expand that real quick. We want to expand that. We want a whole screen. I want the whole damn screen. I can't do the whole screen. All right. So, I don't know if I told y'all about DigiFest. Oh, what just happened? What just happened? Okay, something just happened. That wasn't supposed to go down like that. All right, so DigiFest. DigiFest is kicking off. We're going to replay it. We got the little flyer. DigiFest is jumping off on June 20th from 12 to 6 p.m. We got Drum Call by Elder Tony West. Opening words by Dr. Mariba Kelsey. We got yoga at 1 o'clock with Sister Roni. And we was working on that last night. I'm trying to get all the camera angles for y'all so that y'all get the full scope of what she's doing. And she's going to do some explanation. We got cooking with Sister Christine. We're going to have an interactive cooking show. I got to try to set that up. I just don't believe they just keep on. All right, let me just pause this right here. But then that big old button stop right there. All right. We got yoga as well. It's resilience training with Brother Malik Willoughby. We got music by Brother Shaka. We're going to have Brother Philip Shock. Well, actually, Brother Philip Shock Matthews is going to go next. And then Brother Shaka will go after him. Then we have Sister Herb Jallo, Embracing Your Femininity and What It Looks Like. Then we got our keynote speaker, Brother Greg Kamathi Carr, Dr. Greg Kamathi Carr, better yet, Professor Greg Kamathi Carr, who and we're gonna have a discussion. The idea is from Juneteenth to Malcolm X, because for those that don't know, DigiFest came out. Ooh, DigiFest is supposed to be one word. I know I said that. DigiFest is one word, but all right. Stop. I ain't gonna trip. But the idea is from Malcolm X to Juneteenth. We had to cancel Juneteenth we had to cancel the Malcolm X Festival, and Juneteenth for a while here in Columbus has not been popping off like it used to. I mean, shit, we used to have a nice festival. But anyway, so we combined the two. So the theme that is from Juneteenth to Malcolm X. We're going to have a nice little discussion. Then we got a live band. We got B-Jazz and his crew. It's going to be going off about 5:15. Was working trying to get the camera stuff together last night. I figured out some hitches possibly with it, so I got to make sure I have to send it out in a certain way. But also, I could experiment with that on the show this morning if anybody want to join me for the toast, live and in person. Y'all could do that. We could do that now. We could do that stuff, that type of stuff right now. Let me go back. Let me see. Boom. All right. So let's get over here. Yo, what's going on, man? How you doing, Jout? Is that how you pronounce it? Welcome. Welcome now. Family, we're about to do our toast. So anybody that's new that have ancestors that you want us to salute, personal ancestors that you would like us to put on the list, by all means, feel free to do it. Right? Post them up on the list. Oh, yeah. Also, any of the family that's on Twitch, right? Be watching out for some foolishness, because some foolishness came across the screen yesterday. By the time I erased it, was too late. So when y'all see people posting up stuff like that, y'all need to kind of pull my chain to it so that I can go and get in there and deal with that, because some people just don't need to be joining us. All right, so anyway, and we're going to talk a little bit more about space and time, because I got a couple of articles that I want us to go through so that I can show y'all what I'm talking about. I ain't just coming because something sparked this morning, and it's killing me, man, because this, oh, my God, some of these people that represent us, I mean, I don't even, I don't even know if we call it representation. But anyway, all right, cool. I just wanted to make sure it was up. So let's go on, do this toast. All right, let me see what we gonna use. Let's use the filter this morning. I'm gonna do the red. Ladies love the red. Oh man, I love that. I just love that. I'm gonna have to go, man. Oh man. Oh my God! Look at that! Look at that shit there! Oh my God! Look at the head! Oh my God! Red! I'm impressed. Maybe I need to start popping it after we do the toast, so that I can go and get the full effervescence. I guess that's what they call it. Oh my God! All right, here we go. First, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass, we salute that Creator, and we say the word. I say. From their family, we move on to toast our personal ancestors, as we usually do on a daily basis, right? Remember, hell for African is being forgotten, and we choose never, ever to forget. All right? So we lift up our ancestors, and in lifting them up, we lift up the lessons that they gave us, and lifting them up, we lift up the memories that they left us, and lifting them up, we make ourselves better people. We remind ourselves about our connection to something bigger. So we lift up our glass, we salute our ancestors, and I'll try to go down the list. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robin the Texana, Davis Hearn Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, George William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gaston, Lena, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Monty Q, Pippin, No More Extra Pet, Rob Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Algeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Gail Pullian, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Ela Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Redderman, Virginia Roger Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Del Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Evita Farmer, Agos Susu, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Edgar Trisha Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachta Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selma Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Surgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Banks, Lemaine Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, Debbie Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Charles Bell Sr., Charles Bell Sr. All right, Charles Bell. I was right. Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Addie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Jackson, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Bernard Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Lemon Ayers, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We got William Walter West, Nigella Perez, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFritas Hines, Ines Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scanner Bay, Wilson Haley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Print Up Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Ed County, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Suann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Archie Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Bookie, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word, the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Friends of Boots Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Don Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eulin Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Hare, Ted McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, at Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Max Nixon, John Bowie, Lester Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lily Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Monahan Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Japel Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton, Houston Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe, Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donna Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, J.C. Sanders, Ward Pruitt, H.A. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Jabez McCormick, Robert Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broaders, Reginald Albert, Mazarin Corporal, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Andy Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Gina, what you working on? What in Moby Max? Okay. I mean, like what? I mean, are you doing stories? You doing math? What you doing? You on the math? Okay. All right. Let's go to Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, I'm Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard. Speaking of that, Clee, you gaming? What? You gaming right now? Yeah. Why you ain't knocking out more? Why you ain't knocking out your stuff?
Set time to do that.
What time you got?
12 to 2.
Oh. All right, well, shut my mouth. Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quay Sample, Candace Simmons, Summer Clayton. Y'all see me mixing the future generation with our ancestors, right? Got to make sure they doing their thing. Where is your little sister? Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sally Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Etta Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner. What?
She said she went to sleep.
No. Go get her up. No.
Okay.
Sleep time is after y'all get done with your work. Excuse me. Real life here at Giammi Journey. Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled is in transition. Nigel Turner, Demetrius Luther Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, and Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Manga III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers. Sasha, come hither. Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, Dr. Kareem Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean Walt Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Jessica Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods. You get on your computer, baby. Don't lay down. Get on that computer, start your Moby Max. Y'all lost that. Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins. Work on some reading. Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cooper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toop the Don, Sarah Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter. We have Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Levon Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesling, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Gary, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh, Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner. Family, once again, we have done it. Let's lift up our glass to all of our ancestors. Are there any new ones in the room? Okay. We lift up our glass and we salute those ancestors. And with we say the mighty words, or word, I say. From there, family, we move to our present moment. And I ask you to turn on your reticular formation. Get it together. Because today is the hottest day. I want to salute all of those. Kujichagulia born, where you at? Hey, family, if you don't know what day you was born on, I would suggest that you go to freegnjecourse.com, freegnjecourse.com, so that you know what this crazy old dude with all this gray hair on his face is talking about, right? Join the tribe, or at least get on the fringes of the tribe, you know what I'm saying, or something, know what we talking about, because we taking over a couple of cities. I'm just letting y'all know, so y'all better be ready. All right, anyway. We are on Kujichagulia, family. I'm going to ask everybody to open up the reticular formation and start seeking out Kujichagulia, because it's going to start appearing for you. As you start looking for your principles, life becomes a lot easier, because you start seeing them and you start seeing where the holes in this whole illusion that we are cast into is. So you can start holding on to your principles and moving through life in power, right? Kujichagulia, for those that don't know what Kujichagulia means self-determination. Once again, Kujichagulia means self-determination, right? Now, also, on this day, on Kujichagulia, right, we also look up the word, we also, the modic principle of the day is justice. The color is indigo. They say this is indigo. I keep on saying all this. I don't agree, but who am I? I'm just a guy on YouTube. Can anybody identify, is this indigo or not? I don't think this shit is indigo. I thought indigo was darker, but that's me. Indigo sounds like a dark blue, I'm just hurt. Anyway, cool. I was so hurt when I opened the package. I was like, ooh, I got my indigo. I'm like, damn, because this is my color. This is my day, right? Correspondence is the Hermetic law. Male name is Kwabena. Female name is Abina. Right? Now let's give Gina a round of applause, even though she mad at me. She a Kujichagulia baby. Over there, you working on math, Gina? What type of math you working on? You doing accounting? What you doing? Huh? Multiplying by 2s? Oh, okay. What are you doing? I mean, is you doing the numbers or you doing the facts or what? All right. Why don't you? I want you to get on the math piece, the math screen. Go and do some of that. I mean, but go and finish your facts. But I want you sometime today to work on some of the math. All right. All right. We got to keep them. We got to keep them focused. So, family, what I discovered was that when I gave my babies space and time. I mean, since we talked about it, when I gave my baby space and time, they didn't know what to do with it. So I had to kind of structure the space and time. So before I get up out of here, from now on, they're gonna have to start their stuff. So that I could go straight to the school and I get on the computer and I can see exactly what they did. Right? You got to start getting stuff together before me and their mama get up out of here, so that they can go make sure they handle their business. And like I said, some of our children can thrive without order. You know what I'm saying? Some people are good at that. You know what I'm saying? Some of my babies can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So we got to set up times and, so that I could go and look in and make sure that they're learning. And like I said, and if whether you got children or you got nieces and nephews and stuff like that, we need to kind of check on them to make sure that they're doing some stuff. And if there's no pattern set for them, if there's no order set for them, then it might be up to us to set an order for them. All right? Now, Sister Janice is going to be talking about that type of shit on her show. You know what I'm saying? Helping people, because we're moving into a different time. I mean, it looked like education, it may be forever changed. Because, it feels kind of good not to spend some money. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what the system going through right now. Wait, hold on. We done shut down schools. And the cities ain't burnt down. No, now I know with the George Floyd piece, yes, but before the George Floyd piece, there wasn't a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So they might be figuring they can keep your babies at home a little bit longer. Maybe we might have a 3-day school week or something like that. Who knows? And the rest of it will be interactive on the computer. So either way, we got to start getting ourselves ready. And if it does switch to this, because I want y'all to think about how major it'll be if they just take away and say, we only going to have school 4 days a week. For many of us, that's going to be a major life shift. You know what I'm saying? Or we're going to have school every other day. Umojas, Ujimas, and Nias. So, so now the kids are on 3 days, all 5. Well, no, on 2, all 4. All right. But anyway, Brother Kwame say you gave them a vacuum in which anything will try to fill. So you must put about their vacuum what you want. Ooh, there you go. That was a great analogy, Black Yoda. I could dig it. Right. I gave him a vacuum. Yeah, I gave him a vacuum. Gave him too much space. All right, but we're gonna work on that. But that's some good wisdom, family. Just don't let it be wasted on me. Right? But anyway, here we go. So we lift up our glass, we toast this moment, we understand our power is in this moment, and we will use this moment. And we will use the ability and the power of Kujichagulia to define this moment for ourselves. Right? Leaving our mark on the world. We lift up our glass and we salute. And we say, Ashe. From there we move to our future Sasha, get up to that table up there. I think the youngest one trying to play with me, y'all. Y'all better pray for her. Hey. You can leave the cover over here. It's summertime. Get up and put the cover over there. Sit down at that table. Get that time done. If you don't want to do work on the weekend, y'all need to do 90 minutes right now. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Real life here, Giammi Journey. I'm sorry. Anyway, so we toasted our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We got to make sure they know they fighting for their space and time, family. I'm trying to let you know. And they stand for something bigger. So we lift up our glass, we say Ashe. From there, we move on to all of our relations, and we say Ashe from all of our relations. We move on to that selfish toast. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards your greatness? You lift up that glass, and we say Ashe. From there, family, last but not least, we lift up our glass and we salute the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most wonderful, the most inspiring, the greatest, the bravest individual in the room. I raise my glass up to you. Yep, don't be shy now. We say the powerful words of Ashe. Hold on, let me get that read. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And let's get to the news. God, Lord have mercy. I know why the ladies like the red. All right, let's go to the news. Let me see my new. I want to see my new scene switch and see how it works. Let's see. Y'all see that? It was the fractal. That one was color, but it was black, so I'm going to change that color. I'm going to go in. I'm going to adjust that one. Here's a Luma white. Ooh, that was dope. Ooh, fade to black. Fade to black. Oh, is that what is the? Oh, that's messed up. All right, cool. Let's do the Luma white. Boom. There we go. All right. All right, so make sure y'all can see what I see. Y'all can't see it on Instagram. Be better go to gnjmedia.live or go on over to our Facebook page. All right, family. Of course, y'all know we got DigiFest coming up. I think I just spent about 5 minutes expressing it. We got Brother Greg Carr as keynote speaker. We also got Philip Shock Matthews coming out. We also got Dr. Mariba Kelsey, who's going to be coming out, and he's going to be talking about his special report, as well as the book that's going to be dropping very soon as well. He got a new book that's coming out. We trying to have a national drum call. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get on the phone about that today. I'm sending out the links. I sent out the link. I got to test the link with a few other people because I'm trying to get people to understand that we could do multiple camera angles. So, family, if there's some people out there, as a matter of fact, while y'all on here, please like and share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit the notification. Do your thing, right? You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to get people to understand that Giami Journey is a media. We trying to do media, right? So if you have a show idea that you want to work on, right, and you need some help, reach out to me. I will get with you. But also, I have the means through which you can stream on multiple platforms. Of course, you're going to use Giami Journey Media. You know what I'm saying? And we can help build up your brand. And like I said, if you want to go somewhere else, you can or whatever. But even if you don't want to use G&J Media, I will help you with yours, especially those of you that's been so supportive of me. So you ain't got to worry about a thing, right? But anyway, here we go. Let's move down. All right, we're moving down. Oh, look at that brother there. Let's see what we got, because you know we had to kind of do it twice this morning. All right. They said we got 2 views. We got 22 people reach, 8 engagements, 1 comment, 4 shares. Is that this morning? Oh, family, y'all showing up and showing out. This is what I'm talking about. I want to get down here to this dude right here. Jim Clyburn. Know what I was talking about, giving away space and time, right? Giving up space and time. We have certain people in our community that are basically the old guard. And the old guard are operating on an old operating system. Like a lot of y'all got Pentium chips in you right now. You know, some of us are still young enough to have upgrade our operating system. Some motherfuckers still operating on old beat up nigga chips. You know what I'm saying? We got to make these people feel comfortable. We got to make them feel comfortable, right? When the fact is that, family, I done told y'all, and I've been telling y'all, we got to get used to people being uncomfortable when we enter the room. Why? Because we fighting for our space and time. We're no longer allowing you to dominate our space and our time. We cannot allow that in politics. We cannot allow that in education. We cannot allow that in economics. We cannot allow that in social or any type of enterprise. We can't allow it anymore. People have been so comfortable that they thought that it was okay to sit on somebody's neck in public, publicly execute us. We cannot allow people to be comfortable around us anymore. Police need to be uncomfortable when they stopping us because they don't know what's going to happen. They don't know whether you going to shoot them or they don't know whether if they shoot you, somebody going to burn down a police station. They need to understand, they need to feel uncomfortable when they're dealing with us. See, because when you walk into a negotiation and somebody's totally comfortable with you, you're never going to come out on top. They're going to lie to you and make you feel like you're coming out on top. But when you go back and look at the terms, because they were comfortable with you in the room, and they were comfortable with being able to do all the stuff that they do to you, that you're going to walk out empty-handed. You're going to walk out raped. We want motherfuckers sitting at the table uncomfortable. And this dude here, Jim Clyburn is old school. Now I don't even know if he even could be considered old school, family. It's like, the issue of reparations come up, and you got those old uncles in your family that know every goddamn thing, and they could tell you what's gonna happen, but they haven't been right since Nixon. Do you got those type of people in your family? They haven't been right about shit, but they know everything. You know what I'm saying? They could quote all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Jim Clyburn is one of those. He just got elected. So he get to be everybody's uncle. He get to be the minority whip in the House. So you bring up the subject of reparations to him. Oh, that's never going to happen. See, what we don't need anymore from any politician that look like us, that represent us, when issues come up that's going to directly affect us, we no longer need it to be dismissed. We need it to be a real topic of conversation. You need to be able to talk with other white folks about it. You need to be able to sit your ass down and talk with your people about it, rather than just dismissing it. So now let's see what old Jim. See, and family, because some of us got family in South Carolina. We might need to reach out and help them see the light, because he obviously has been in there too long. We need some upgraded black chips in our politicians. We need upgradable people that can upgrade, and we need to start looking at our shit generationally so that we know when it's time for certain motherfuckers to step down. Because we got individuals that why is it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like they try to model these white men, these old white men. We got old turkey neck. What's his name? Old turkey neck Mitch McConnell. Like it ain't no young white boys that I could be mad at. I would feel bad if I had to get in a fight with that old white dude. Put somebody in there, So we try to be like them. So we got people who make full careers out of politics. That's all they want. I just want to be in the spotlight and be able to throw my barbecue once a year. And by the way, reparations is stupid. They ain't never gonna see politics based on what they ain't gonna never do are not politics that fit into our community. Because they wasn't gonna never let us off the plantations. They were never gonna let us into the movie theater. They were never gonna let us into the libraries. They were never gonna see. We don't come from a never gonna do people. We come from a we're going to force you to do people. We change the world people, self-defining people, people that are on purpose. And for us to have old ass politicians telling us what ain't gonna happen and what can't happen because it didn't happen in their lifetime, is an individual without vision, and they need to be removed. And some of you young white folks out there, you need to start looking at your politicians too, because any of them that don't have vision need to be removed. And these old men, especially, and some of the old white women too, some of the old women, yeah, old men and women who can't be upgraded, whose system is too old. They done suffer too much damage, too much life. You know, like every now and then you have a computer and you want to upgrade it because you done had this computer for you. I don't know if you have had this situation. And you go to the computer shop and be like, I want to upgrade this computer, and homeboy look at me, start laughing at you, dog. We can't do no more for this computer here. That's how some of these old motherfuckers in politics and some of these old motherfuckers that's holding on to some positions in the community and in some of the social service organization and in some of our schools, you got these old can't do it motherfuckers and fatherfuckers that need to be pushed out. And they hold on to power so long. It's sort of like, I want y'all to imagine this. Queen Elizabeth, old white woman. She done been in power so long that I think her son is an old ass prince. And I can't imagine looking at his old ass and calling him a prince. Why don't she get out the way and let that motherfucker be king for a little while? But no, you got these greedy motherfuckers who want to hold on to shit until they can't hold on to it no more. Get the fuck out the way. If you want to, you can have power in the back. If you set shit up right, you can have power in the back and you can retire and let somebody catch all the heat. But no, you know what I'm saying? Our people like Jim Clyburn ain't even got the sense to move out the way and let another young person that he's able to influence through his whispers in his ear, right? No, he's staying out there. No. So let's see what he's talking about. Democrats are grappling with calls to defund the police. Reps Jim Clyburn and Ilhan Omar have very different views on what the polarizing slogan means. I just want to focus on Jim Clyburn. Call your cousins in South Carolina. Jim got to go. Jim is that old computer that can't be updated. And we need to start identifying some of these old individuals that's walking around with this old flawed software and start pushing their ass up and out. You know what I'm saying? Same with white folks. Because Mitch McConnell, his ass got to go. His ass got to go. And those of us that are in other states that we, like for example, we need to start finding ways to send money to motherfuckers' campaigns, even if it ain't nothing but $5, right? $2. We need to send it to other people's campaigns that is going to take out motherfuckers that are just hopeless. Mitch McConnell we need to talk about the secret genius of this turkey neck individual. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to push through those judges. He's holding on to this last little stitch of power. They're trying to push those judges through so fast, it's crazy. But yet we got Jim Clyburn talking shit. What is he doing? House Majority Whip. Okay, you a whip, Jim. Jim. We fighting for our space and time, nigga, and you helping give it away because you want them to feel comfortable. We are in a space and time of boldness. This shit may not come around for another 100 years. House Majority Whip Jim Clyburn, Democrat, South Carolina, explicitly rejected the defund the police slogan that has emerged among progressive activists fighting against police brutality and racism in recent weeks, saying on CNN State of the Union Sunday that nobody is going to defund the police. Sounds just like one of your uncles, right? Ain't nobody ever going to hire you to do that. He explicitly rejected the defund. Explicitly. There's absolutely nothing redeemable about the goddamn idea. There's nothing useful about the idea. Fuck the fact that the police have been fucking us up for the last 50 years. Even longer than that. I'm sorry. I'm talking about my lifetime, what I've been able to see. Probably my first scene of watching TV was probably somebody getting beat that. All right, let me stop. Later on, the same program, we're going to skip Ilhan Omar. The disconnect between the two prominent Democrats symbolizes how defund the police is emerging as a wedge issue between the activist left flank of the party and its more moderate leadership. The nature of the debate also brings to fore advocates and critics to the fore, advocates and critics struggle to communicate precisely what the phrase defund the police means as they go about adopting or rejecting it. So they're not even having a discussion. In an interview with CNN, Jake Tapper, Clyburn firmly opposed embracing the concept amid Democrats' push for criminal justice reform legislation. He want to keep everything the same. He just want white people to learn to be. Y'all just need to learn to be nice. He believes that being nice and love will solve shit. No. It won't. It won't. I promise. Trust me on that. Love and being nice will not solve what's going on out here in these streets. Right? Because, of course, they talk about criminal reform and they talk about that as if that is on the agenda of or should be on the agenda for Black Lives Matter. No, that should be a matter of justice. To know that you are in a country that sits up here and try to go around the world and teach people about democracy and demonstrate democracy, to know that you're in a country that is supposed to be the stalwart of democracy, and justice, but yet and still, you treat a certain population of your people in a certain way. I love China's response when they was questioning them about the Muslims. I love it. This is why I love this whole media piece, because what this does for us, it allows us to expose the hypocrisy that we have been living under for ages. Sasha, let me wake you up again. I dare you. Let me wake you up again. It's real life here at Giammi Journey. You better get up, you better put some water on your face, and you better do that work. And you better make up the time that you didn't do yesterday. Because you wouldn't be down here if you just handled your business. Sorry, excuse me. Real life here at Giammi Journey. Criminal justice reform. All right, let's go and move on. Oh, Jim. We got to do something, family. We got to do something. I would simply say, as I've always said, nobody's going to defund the police. Just like nobody going to pay y'all reparations. Ain't even worth the conversation with me. Please, young man, I got other things to do. They ain't going to talk to you about reparations. The real things out here going on in the world. He said, we can restructure the police forces. Isn't that what they talking about? Isn't that what defund the... See, this is what I'm saying. He's just a disagreeing to be a disagreeer. We can restructure. What is you saying? What is defunding the police? It's about restructuring the police and taking certain duties from the police that don't belong to the police and take some of those funds, because in most cities, police take up a large part of the budget. So if we eliminate the police, that part of the policing job, and restructure the police force and redirect some of those funds, we can have other experts doing shit that we had police are not supposed to be dealing with homeless people. Police are not supposed to be taking our kids from school to jail. Police might not need to be the first ones on the scene for domestic violence. We have experts that are good at this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Why not take some of that money and put more psychologists in school? How about more social workers in the school? See, Jim don't disagree. Jim just want to sound agreeable to his white colleagues. He might be like, ooh, yeah, I'm so glad they talking about defunding the police. No, defunding. Nobody going to defund the police. We're going to talk about restructuring the police. When defunding the police is restructuring the police. Is it not? Okay, Jim, you playing games. We can restructure the police force, restructure, reimagining policing. Isn't it? That is what we are going to do. The fact of the matter is the police have a role to play. What we have got to do is make sure that their role is one that meets the times, one that responds to these communities that they operate in. Jim, do y'all hear this bullshit? Listen. So you crying because you doing schoolwork? Is that what the tears are for? Wow. I'm a horrible dad. I got her up doing schoolwork because I want her to be better. And I'm horrible. You'll thank me later. But anyway. I'm sorry. Clyburn went on to say, growing up, he didn't fear the police, but that all of a sudden, now I do fear the police. Hold on. I need to look up how old, Jim Clyburn, how old is he? How old is he? He said he grew up, he was born in 1940. So what, he's 69? No, he might be 70. 1940, it is. Kwame, how old is, he was born in 1940, July 21st, 1940. So 60 years would take us to 2000. So this man is almost 80 years old. Almost 80. And he says that when he was young, now I want y'all to think about this. 80 years. I have to highlight this. Because those of you that, y'all know this is some bullshit. Hold on. Jim Clyburn. Jim. Hold on. 80 years old. He need to be retired somewhere, family. But hold on. So maybe the power of language cannot be underestimated in these times. Clyburn went on to say that growing up he did not fear the police, but that all of a sudden now I do fear the police. I'm just saying, he 80. 80 take us back to 1940s. 1940s was before Emmett. Like before, I mean, it was some civil rights stuff, but the beginning of the civil, he would. All right, I'm gonna stop. A rose by any other name is just as sweet. Jim and as by and any other name is still as stubborn. Ain't nobody gonna defund the police. What are you talking about? We gotta keep our white citizens safe. Now, come on, Jim. The fact of the matter is that the structure that has been developed that we've got to deconstruct. So I wouldn't say defund, deconstruct our policing. I can't read no more. I gotta go to my adventure. Cause I gotta go listen to some parents tell me some bullshit. I would prefer to listen to my parents tell me some bullshit rather than the minority whip in the House of Representatives. I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You agree or you don't agree, Jim? What you're talking about and the way that you're framing the words, you're saying defunding and you're saying defunding the police. So what's your argument? Right? You know, you probably got another argument for a reparation. You just don't call it reparations. Matter of fact, you did. I think you signed the bill, but it was for everybody. We want something specific for ourselves. Police reform is not only going to benefit us, it's going to benefit everybody. Now the question is, what else are we going to pull up out of here? But you, people like him, will not be able to pull it out because he's too busy trying to make sure that everybody else is comfortable before we lay down, being good servants. All right, but hey, this brother Hatim, I'm going to get up. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get up. I'm going to get out of here. The teacher says the power of language cannot be underestimated in these times. All right. Oh, snap. I never went back up on Spreaker. Oh, Spreaker got robbed today. Damn. All right, family, I'm going to go on and get up out of here. Peace out. Peace, y'all.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Too strong? Yeah.
Come here, my smile.
We were born to be great.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black?
We were born to be great.
AYIMBUBE is an acronym, Mind, Body, and Universal Balance Empowerment Institute. It is also Zulu. It means lion, of course. With that, we're working with resiliency. We're working with trauma-informed care. With all of the mind-body connections that we need to not only address so many of our ills, but also to heal from them. There's no one giant step that does it. It's a lot of little steps. Author unknown. How do you regulate? Yoga, meditation, and Bube. Mind, body, universal balance, empowerment. We're waiting for you. How do you regulate?